Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's video we're gonna be doing a, what is it?
How we met.
Yeah, how we met video.
We're gonna be talking about how we met. We talked about it in our...
People have been asking us how
we met and when we're gonna like film the video and stuff, so we decided we would just do it because there's two sides of that story.
I have the correct way. So
we're gonna listen to my side since it's the right side, and then he'll just add his little side notes to it.
No, I'll tell you guys my whole story.
So we're gonna start off with him because he has the longer version of the story, and I'll just add whatever I have to add. Okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Sounds good.
So
started a long time ago. I think it was 8th grade year. And
he didn't know me 8th grade year.
Right, 8th grade year. And I was put in a class with her cousin, and I always used to see her cousin walking with this girl, and I was like, dang, she's hot. I was like, what? That girl.
8th grade.
And I didn't even try to talk to her anyways because
he didn't know about me.
No, I was
this is all
in 8th grade. I was a little pudgy, and I wasn't the
pudgy.
I wasn't the cutest. I mean, I've always been cute, right? Yeah. I've always been cute, but just a little pudgy. Girls don't want that. Freshman year, I remember we got put in a class together.
Yeah, we went to the same high school, so
I think it was Hope. Yeah, Hope, our PE class.
He knows it was Hope. He doesn't think.
It's a PE class that you're like, it's mandatory to take in 9th grade. I don't know if it's for everybody, but it's
for us. Anyways, I got put in that class with her, and
I don't remember.
I know she doesn't remember me being in there. So all I remember is trying to talk to her a little bit, and she used to talk to some other girl, and I would try to talk to her, and then I remember one day that her cousin, I used to play baseball with her cousin, and I remember he was like,
bro, if you try to talk to my cousin, I guess I'm gonna beat you up or something like that.
and I was like, your cousin's pretty cute, in my little freshman year voice. Anyways, freshman year went by, she still doesn't notice me. Sophomore year, again, we were put into a class together. It was geometry. I used to talk a lot in that class, so my teacher said, you have to go move to a different spot. You have to go sit over there with those girls. And I was like, cha-ching. And then she sat me next to Keandra. Again, Keandra doesn't remember this.
No.
And she doesn't remember me being in her class. So
no.
I tried talking to her. I liked one of her pictures on Instagram, and
now that he mentioned it to me, I do remember a little, I think, of him being in that class, but I don't remember me talking to him.
Yeah, I tried talking to her, and I remember one time my boy was gonna be like, hey, he likes you, and I was like, no, please don't tell her, please don't tell her. I was like, please don't tell her, I was scared. And junior year, again, I remember I think it was the beginning of junior year.
Yeah, we didn't have a class together junior year.
We didn't have a class together that year. And,
but we would see each other.
Yeah, we would see each other in the hallway.
Yeah.
And one time, because I used to be cool with her cousin, I came up to her. No, I came up to her cousin, and she was like, hey, what's up? And I dapped her up. And then Keandra came, what do I do? And then I just got so nervous. I was like, hey.
Yeah, no, actually, this is what happened. So there, in the rotunda, there was like a hallway here and a hallway here. He would come out from this hallway, and we'd come out from this hallway, and we'd always like pass each other. And they would always say hi to each other like every day. So one day I was like, let me just say hi to him.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So I was like, hey Jacob, and he was like, dude, he was like, he gave me a fist bump. I was like,
hey. I think that kind of scared her away.
yeah, I was like.
And then I remember one time I was at a basketball game.
Oh my gosh.
And these two girls walked in, and I see this freaking hottie. And I was like, what? I told my boy Justin, he's like my brother. And I told my boy Justin, he was like, I was like, bro, look at her. And it turned around, and it happened to be Keandra. I was like, what? Anyways, I remember I went down to the bottom of onto the court because our team won. And I saw her cousin. I was like, hey, what's up, Britt? And she was right next to her cousin. And I tried looking at her, and she just went like this.
Oh my god.
With the straightest face. I was like,
it's not like I do it on purpose. Literally, I
no,
just like,
no. Back then, she used to be different. She used to be like,
no, it's just some girls, when you look at them, they just look mean. But it's just their face.
Mean Girls.
No, it's just their face. That's how it is with me. Like, my face doesn't look friendly.
Mean. And that went on. Nothing again. See, sophomore year. I mean, junior
Nothing
year.
really happened junior year because we didn't have any classes.
Another year came by, and I remember she was in my class.
Yeah, we were in forensics 5th period and leadership 7th period.
Yeah, so she was in my class.
And we had lunch together. We had the same lunch
yeah,
period
but
too.
we never really talked to each other in lunch.
No.
So, senior year comes around, and again, I got in trouble. So, for talking. So, my teacher said, guess what? You're gonna go sit over there with those girls. And I was like, shh.
He got in trouble on purpose just to say
I'm in there. I'm like, I'm in there. So, I started talking to her, and I remember one day I was like, so if I get you in trouble for talking, I'll give you $1. I didn't know how to flirt or nothing, so.
Yeah, his words were.
So I was like, yeah, if I get you in trouble, I'll give you $1 or something. And she was like, okay. And
yeah, I honestly that probably was my answer. Like, okay.
so see, I tried talking to her and everything, and it didn't work out too well. But well, it started to work out a little bit better, and then
because he stayed in that seat.
yeah,
the seat that he was moved to, he stayed in it for the whole year.
I stayed in there for the whole year. So
Yeah.
so I remember it was October, and I had a frequent fear pass to Halloween Horror Nights, and I really had nobody to go with. So one day I just I hit my boy. I was like,
I had a friend, well, he's still my friend, and it was like super last minute that I was gonna go to Halloween Horror Nights because the original group that I was supposed to go with like ended up not going or whatever. So I went with him and his brother and I think someone else, and we all went, and Jacob and I, we were friends at this point. Like we were like Snapchatting or whatever.
yeah, we had a Snapchat streak for like 100 days.
Yeah, so we were Snapchatting. I was like, oh, are you going to Halloween Horror Nights? Or this is while we were on our way there. I was like, oh, are you going to Halloween Horror Nights? And you're like, yeah. And
No, I told you at school.
Oh,
And I was,
did you?
yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I was like, oh, let's meet up. And I told him where I was when we were there, all this stuff, and then
I remember
that went nowhere. So
no,
you can tell your side of the story.
It's just I got nervous. I just got nervous, and I didn't know what to say because
like we eventually met up at the Purge house.
yeah, we met up at the Purge house, and I saw her in line. I was like, oh crap, I'm nervous.
Yeah, he cut all these people, and these people were.
Yeah, these
They were
people
trying to kick him out of the
these
line.
people were like, go to the back of the line, go to the back of the line.
Yeah, we ended up meeting up in the line, and
So that night went nowhere.
yeah, like we went to one haunted house together. We weren't with each other. And then I told him there was a house, it was like the 25 Years of Mayhem with like clowns and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, like, let's go to that house. He's like,
No. I was like, yo, let's go to that house or something. Because you're scared of clowns. He's like, yeah.
yeah. Then I said, yeah, let's go. And you're like, you guys can go. We haven't been to Insidious yet, so we're gonna go to that house.
Insidious.
So that's what happened. I wanted him to come to this house with me because it's a house with clowns, and I'm scared of clowns. I hate clowns, and I wanted him to come. But he decided to go to the Insidious house instead, so
Oh,
that night went nowhere at all.
It came to
My cousin threw a Sweet 16 party on the weekend after her birthday in December.
In December, okay.
And Halloween Horror Nights was in October.
So I remember we were texting that night, and
I showed up late.
in high school, all the guys were like, Keandra. Like, oh my gosh, Keandra. And so it came to the party, and everyone was like, yo, when's Keandra gonna come? And I was like
I didn't know that.
I was getting kind of depressed because like she's supposed to be my girl. So I remember I was like, hey, when you gonna get here? She was like, oh, I'm on my way. And then she
I was
finally,
on my way for a good hour.
yeah, so she finally shows up, and I look at the door, and I see her walk in, and then all of a sudden, all these freaking boys got up and started walking towards her. I was like, what the heck? I was like, what the heck? And then I remember there was a point where everyone was dancing, and I wanted to dance, but I wanted to dance to her.
He was dancing with another girl though.
No, who?
Yeah, you were. He's trying to act like he doesn't remember.
I really don't. Well, I remember now. I remember now because your aunt put her with me, and I wanted to be put with you to dance.
Right.
Anyway, so I guess that night didn't go nowhere either.
So after my cousin's Sweet 16 party, we kind of created like a group.
Yeah, we created a group together, and
the group decided to go ice skating, I think like 2 weekends after her party. And so I remember I purposely told Jacob to come get me because I wanted to ride with him.
But then on the ride back, she rode with somebody else.
This is why, because when we were ice skating, and you know it's coming, because when we were ice skating, I was like asking, I was like, oh, do you need help with your shoes? And he was like, no, I got it. And then my other friend was like, yeah, I need help. And I'm like, I don't want to help you, I want to help him. And then when we were in the ice skating rink, I would skate towards Jacob. This was me skating towards Jacob. This is Jacob. Jacob goes, and I'm like, what the heck? He kept skating away from me, like. And you know it's true. You kept skating away from me.
No, because I was trying to impress her, because like I'm really good on rollerblades and ice skating. I was doing spins and everything.
Like
I was going fast and everything.
I was on the struggle bus trying to get to him. And when I got to him, he would freaking skate away.
I didn't mean to.
And I was like, you know what? Whatever.
I don't know. I was just trying to maybe attract her with my figure skating.
That's why I rode with my other friend, because I was like, you know what? I'm done trying. This is where I was like, you know, I actually like him. Like I'm getting like feelings for him. And my friend at the time, I knew she had a class with him, so I would tell her stuff on purpose to tell him. And then she was like the little messenger, just telling us stuff back and forth. And then like I knew what I was doing. I was like, yeah, I think he's really cute. Cause I knew she was gonna tell him. And she ended up telling you everything.
Yeah, she told me everything. So I was like, I remember that day I was like serious, my feelings like ice skating. Cause I was like, why am I getting mad that he's not paying attention to me when I skate to him? So then I was like, I like him. Like I really like him. So that goes on,
and so
yeah, she kept on telling me things, and I was like, shoot.
My plan worked.
And I was, even though she told me she liked me, I was still nervous to tell her that I liked her.
I was the one that ended up telling him.
Yeah, she was like, I like you. And I was like, I got scared because like, I mean, it was easier telling her that I liked her too. But at first I was too scared to tell her that I liked her, because I felt like she was like, okay. Like,
oh my god.
like she wasn't gonna like me back or something.
But that doesn't make any sense if I told you I liked you. Jacob got a little too comfortable and waited a little too long.
Yeah,
to ask me out.
I waited about like, how long? Like 2 months?
He waited 5 days after my birthday. In May.
Well, because she expected it on her birthday. She thought I was going to ask her on her birthday.
Oh,
so.
this is how he asked me. He's so romantic. This is how he asked me out. Go
It's
baby.
a funny way. I mean,
I remember.
she always used to call me
Corny boy.
Corny boy. So I'm going to write it out for you guys. I'm going to show you exactly what I
Corny guy. Yeah, so I'll explain it. So we were going to Buffalo's. I feel like we used to go there all the time. We were on our way to Buffalo's, and he was like, oh, bring out paper and pen. I want to show you a magic trick. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I know what's gonna happen. Like I had a gut feeling of what was gonna happen. So I was like, whatever, I brought the paper and pen. He handed me a piece of paper.
And this is what the paper said.
Will you go out with me?
Yes or no?
And I put maybe.
No, she didn't.
May 20th. And it's
2016.
So it's been a year and 3 months. So that is how we met and how we started to date. I don't think we left anything out.
I think we pretty much covered everything.
I think
Right.
we did.
Got some
Exciting videos coming
yeah, we got like something crazy. Not in the future, baby. It's like in 2
in like
weeks.
2 weeks.
We got some like, oh, We got some crazy videos coming.
We've literally been waiting for this since November of last year.